All right, guys, I'm not going to make too many videos today. I want to enjoy the beautiful weather outside. But let's take a look at Krispy Kreme stock. I know everybody's probably going crazy for this stock. Let's take a look at the charts first. So we're going to look at the chart. And one of the good signs on the chart, and one of the things you want to see, is most of the volume at the lower prices. And that's what we got over here. That initial big volume spike, that first 5 minutes that it came out, and the price went higher immediately after. And whoever bought initially, they're now sitting in the green and very comfortable with their positions. And I don't know if you're able to short IPOs or not, but if anybody did go short or was able to go short, they'd already be a decent amount in the red and they would be uncomfortable with their positions. So right now, this chart is looking quite good. You look on the 5 minute, you got most of the volume at those lows. Most of people sitting in the green. There's no bag holders right now. And you had a steady higher low, higher high pattern on the 5 minute chart. You have the low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, a little bit of a double bottom over there. Higher high, higher low, lower high. And this is in the aftermarket now. Higher low. And now it's in this tightening range over here on the 5 minute chart. Let's look on the hourly chart. Most of the volume is on that second hourly candle. I think this probably wasn't a full hour that the stock was open. It opened midday. I don't know exactly the time that it opened at. I guess we can look over here. It opened just before 11 p.m. Around lunchtime. So most of the volume is at the lower prices, and that's a good sign. As a steady uptrend right now in the hourly. Each hourly candle has a higher low, and that's a good sign. First sign of consolidation, you're going to be looking for that hourly higher low pattern to break. But right now, we got a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and higher low on the hourly chart. So the first sign of consolidation is going to be once this hourly higher low pattern changes. Not much information on the 4-hour chart and the half-hour chart. Looking good overall. Potentially another bull flag forming over here, tightening range. You can imagine this is a popular stock that a lot of people are interested in. So right now, overall, chart's looking pretty good. Nice, clear uptrend. Most of the volume at the low. No previous price history, so there's no resistance right now. And the market is looking for a price. It's looking for a range to trade this stock in. Now, the stock was supposed to go for IPO, I think, between $21 and $24 or so, and it actually opened the day around $16. The IPO ended up being priced lower than the range that they were looking for. They were looking to raise $640 million. They ended up raising $500 million US, putting that in their bank to prepare for growth. So I looked into the company a little bit. I didn't do any really deep digging. But a few of the things I found is that they raised that $500 million as of last year in the year 2020, their fiscal year 2020. Their revenue rose 17% compared to the year before to $1.12 billion. But they still reported a net loss of just over $60 million in the year 2020. And they reported net losses for the last 3 fiscal years as they invest back into their business. So right now, if you're investing in this company, you are investing in a company that is currently losing money and spending a lot of money on growth. So this is something that you're going to have to be patient for. Do you believe, and looking at an investment perspective, do you believe that Krispy Kreme's efforts to invest and grow their chains and open new stores and offer online services and all this kind of stuff that they're planning, and probably sell things on store shelves at grocery stores like Krispy Kreme donuts or Krispy Kreme recipes and stuff like Tim Hortons does. You can buy like Tim Hortons coffee beans at the grocery store or something. Do you believe that Krispy Kreme is going to be make enough money to justify what is currently, as of last checked, around $3.4 billion market cap? That's the market cap based on the closing value today. It's right around that price. So they said they're aiming to add 1,000 points of sale every year. So they're aiming to add 1,000 stores. I believe that's what it means. Okay. Once again, they priced their IPO lower than they wanted to. They ended up raising $500 million compared to the $640 million they had sought. There was some complaints online, including this one. Do not buy Krispy Kreme's overpriced IPO. I went through this article, I looked through it a bit, and they're explaining why they think Krispy Kreme is overvalued and why you shouldn't be paying a $3.6 billion valuation for the company. This article values Krispy Kreme at around half of that, at around, I think they said $1.6 billion or so. Right now, the stock closed at around $3.4 billion valuation. It probably is a bit overpriced based on their current revenues and current, gross margin and stuff like that. So you are investing in what you hope to be a growth company. Do you believe Krispy Kreme is a growing company? I know there's been huge long lineups over the past year. The thing is that going to change? There's always risk to that. There's always risk that people's habits change. There's always risk that people don't want to eat junk food and that people want to go to healthier options. There's always a risk of competition, and this is something I looked into, and I don't know if I could find it again. I didn't pull up the article, but it was an article showing that Krispy Kreme right now has an only 0.2% of these, fast food chains of the whole pie, whereas something like McDonald's got around 17% or so, and Starbucks has a lot more, and a lot of these other guys have a lot more percentage, a lot of bigger percentage of the pie. And obviously those guys are big competitors. McDonald's coming up with their own donuts. Tim Hortons has donuts. I don't know about Starbucks. I don't think they have donuts, but they have other stuff. And so there's a lot of competition. And they laid that out in the prospectus. I looked into the prospectus, and the prospectus is what the company hands out to prospective investors before they invest. And basically, the prospectus lays out the company's plans, the company's visions for the future, and the company's potential risks. So I looked into the prospectus a bit. They laid out some of the risks, such as competition, changing tastes, changing habits, COVID, all these other things that could get in the way. So we have to remember, buying this stock, you're buying into a growth company, a company that's spending a lot of money to open new stores and to grow their company. They're currently not profitable. Do you believe they will be a profitable company in the future and that it's worth what you're paying? Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to go out and get myself a few donuts. And thanks for watching this. Just wanted to give you guys an update on this. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and check out my website. There's a lot more there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I don't know what else I want to say about this stock. DNUT. I like the ticker. DNUT. A funny one. Can this get hype? I think that's part of the question here. Right now, they probably are overpaying a little bit for the stock. Can this get hype? That's the question. Obviously, I think it can. Krispy Kreme. Now, can it get hype so that it ends up going to $30, $40? I don't know about that. But right now we are in a blue sky breakout because it's never seen these prices before. It looks like a little bit of a bull flag on the hourly chart. At the end of the day, regardless of what the articles say, do not buy it. It's overvalued, blah, 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 all of this stuff. Regardless of what those articles say, the charts is what you got to follow, I think. Right now the charts say it's still looking good. Look for a pullback potentially on the hourly. Let it set a higher low. Once you find that higher low, look for that rebound and potentially set a higher high above this high right now. The highest point that it touched in the aftermarket was $21.92. That's going to be a resistance area to look at tomorrow. And I just want to say before I move on to the next video, and I might make a video for this one too. Where is it? I don't see it. Mr. Car Wash. Something about this stock. I don't know why. I'm interested in it. It's a new IPO as well. Came out a few days ago. It broke bearish today on this daily higher low pattern, but no follow through from the bears. A lot of buying of the dip. Lower wick of buying the dip. Looks pretty strong. Closed over the 4-day moving average. Going to look for a potential push tomorrow to new all-time highs and a blue sky breakout on Mr. Car Wash. So keep an eye on that one. Could be an interesting stock to watch. I don't know why. Something about the name tells me it can get hype too. Decent amount of volume today, 5.45 million. Whereas Krispy Kreme, over 40 million shares changed hands today. Quite a bit of money. It could get higher though tomorrow as more people find out about it. I guess we'll see. Have a nice night, guys. Thanks for watching.